Let's try it. Hey, just coming at you this morning. It is kind of early. Well, not really early, but early for me. I just had a thought this morning about negative tendencies. It seems that people always want positive things to happen to them. They always want positivity in their life, but they always have these negative tendencies. My thought today is, how can you have something positive in your life if you're constantly having negative tendencies? That means if something happens, let's just say something happens, and you've already thought the bad before you even thought the good. That's negative tendencies. Let's say somebody tells you something, you already feel they're lying before you even know if they're telling the truth. That's a negative tendency. If you constantly say that something is going to go wrong, then more than likely it's going to go wrong. A negative tendency. If you constantly feel as if you will never be more than what you are, you will never be somebody that's being loved, you will never be somebody that makes it and reaches their goals or aspirations, a negative tendency. We sometimes don't understand how negative we actually can be. We can be our own worst enemy. We can be our family's own worst enemy. We can be our loved one's own worst enemy. We can be our husbands, girlfriends, boyfriends, wives, whatever, own worst enemy because we're so negative. Stop being negative. Stop being negative. And I know that may be a hard thing to do because of how you were raised or how your life has been, but being negative only begets negativity, right? So you can never actually have a positive attitude or be positive or be peaceful or be blessed if you're constantly being negative. That negative, and I call it a demon, it's going to ride your back because you're going to steady feed it. It's like when you go to the zoo and they tell you at the zoo, do not feed the animals. There's a reason why you don't feed the animals, okay? So remember that. Remember that if you don't feed it, it can't grow. Remember how fish, they can only get as big as their environment. However, if they are in the actual ocean, they can get as huge as 2 tons, 3 tons. But if they're in a little fish bowl, right? Think about it, a little fish bowl, they don't get that big. And why do you think that? It's because of their environment. So stop making your environment, one, that's conducive for negativity, and two, stop feeding it. Stop thinking it, stop feeling it, stop feeding it. Okay? You know what they say, think it, so shall you be. Negativity. If you want to be negative, you can be negative, because if you think it, if you feed it, you let it grow, it's going to be nothing but negative. I ask for you not to do that. Peace and blessings.